Hello everyone and welcome to my October wrap-up video. To start things off, I wanted to let everyone know that my videos are probably going to be slow for the month of November because I have finals that are going to be coming up soon, and one of our workers just got in a car accident, so I will be having to pick up more shifts. But I did have the forethought to film a few tag videos ahead of time when I had a day off, so hopefully that'll make up for it. The first book that I read in the month of October was Shatter Me. If you watched my my November wrap-up video, if you watched my September wrap-up video, you would know that I had 83 or 86 pages left of this book to read, so I finished reading this like the first day in November, and then I immediately picked up Unravel Me. And then after Unravel Me, which didn't take me very long at all given the size of it, I picked up Ignite Me, which is like 408 pages, and I finished it in a day. Yep, it's that good. It's that addicting. I loved it. Favorite book of the trilogy. And then after I finished those three books, I picked up the novellas Unite Me, Destroy Me, and Fracture Me. This is actually the first novella I've actually ever read, and it did not disappoint. Although I'm glad I read it after I read all three of the books instead of just jumping right into it. Because let's see, Destroy Me takes place between Shatter Me and Unravel Me. And Fracture Me takes place in between Unravel Me and Ignite Me. So, I mean, you could read it in between those books and it wouldn't spoil you for anything, but I am really glad that I waited until I finished all the books before I read the novellas. The next two books I read to help me get over the Shatter Me hangover I was having, because you really can't read the books, I don't think, without getting some kind of hang up on it. So these books are by an author I knew was very interesting, and I had read a lot of her books before. I love her books. So I was like, I'm going to read these books. I've had them on my shelf forever, and this is the perfect opportunity to read them. And they are Samurai Game and Viper Game, which I did not enjoy Samurai Game very much. I gave it like a 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads, and it was more of a 3.5 for me, but I gave it a 4 because its rating on Goodreads was like a 3 something. It wasn't a 3.5, so I gave it 4 stars. In Viper Game, I enjoyed immensely more, and I still only gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The books are very intense, and they're I believe the last 2 books that just came out of her Ghostwalker series. When I say that they're intense, I mean that they don't have a lot of funny moments like a break in tension. I mean, it's like constant tension going throughout the books. So it can feel like it's taking you forever to read these books, even though they're just the size of a regular mass paperback, like anywhere between 300 and 400 pages. The next 3 books that I read are Under a Vampire Moon, The Lady is a Vamp, Immortal Ever After, all by Lynsay Sands. Now, these books are perfect if you want something paranormal to read and you also want a lot of funny moments. It literally took me 6 to 8 hours a piece to read these books. Under a Vampire Moon, I didn't like very much. It seems most of the stuff going on just seemed unnecessary compared to her other books. So I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. The Lady is a Vamp was slightly better, but still not as good as her previous books, and I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And Immortal Ever After was a lot better, and I would have given it a 4.5 stars on Goodreads, but they don't have a half-star rating system, so it only got a 4 stars, because I felt it was more of a 4 than a 5. But they still are very, very good. Her first books of this series, I would say, are 5 stars. And I would not recommend reading any of these books. Same with Kristen Feehan's Ghostwalker series, because before you read the rest of the series, because those are like an introduction and they tell you everything up front in the first books, and even though it gets repetitive in the later books, you get a better understanding of everything. The last book that I read in the month of October is Kristen Feehan's Dark Predator. This book has literally been on my shelf since 2011 when it first came out in hardback. The main reason that I picked up this book is because I was like, okay, I have a week left in November. I want to read something, but I don't want to get too far into a series and then have, like I did Shatter Me, read the first book in 1 month and they can finish it in the next month. I really don't like doing that. It's just, I have a little bit of OCD and that just bothered me. So I'm currently reading this book. I'm filming this on Wednesday, so I should be able to finish this book probably tonight or tomorrow. So these are the 9 books that I read in the month of October. Pretty big dent in my TBR pile. So those are the books I read in the month of October. I know it wasn't a lot of spooky reads like a lot of booktubers are doing right now, but I did have a lot of paranormal reads. All the Lynsay Sands and Kristen Feehan's books are paranormal, so they count. And I guess if you talk about superpowered humans, that could be, you know, sci-fi paranormal as well. So that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!